We are going to read about the chemistry first chapter, chemical reaction and equation. First of all, we will know about the changes. Many changes occurs in the nature. Already we have seen. We have seen that changes are categorized in two types: physical changes and chemical changes. There are some changes in which no new substance is formed. The changes can be reversed by any physical process. That type of change is known as the physical changes. For example, we can say that melting of ice. What we can say? Melting of ice. The melting of ice is a type of physical change because in the melting of ice there is no new substance is formed, and that when the ice will melt it will form the water, and water can be again freeze to form the ice, so it can be reversed, so it is called the physical change. Second type is their chemical change. There are some changes in which new substance is formed and which cannot be reversed by any physical process, that is called the chemical change. For example, we can say that burning of paper. Burning of paper. Burning of paper is a type of chemical change because when you burn a paper, it will form a SS. It cannot be reversed and form the paper, so it is called the chemical change. Second, we can say that now when milk will change into curd, from the curd we can't make again the milk, so it is type of the chemical changes. These two type of changes already we have read in the 9th class, physical changes and chemical changes. Here we have to read about the chemical reaction. Chemical reaction. The chemical reaction is simply the representation of the chemical change. And the representation of the chemical change is called the chemical reaction. For example, when we will say that when magnesium burn in the presence of the oxygen, it will form the new substance magnesium oxide. So we can write here when magnesium, that we can write in the word when magnesium burn in the presence of the air, it will form magnesium oxide. It is type of the chemical change. When we write the statement, so it is called the chemical reaction. Now we have to read about the chemical equation. So whatever the chemical reactions is there, when this will be written in the systematic way, that is called the chemical equation. For example, we can say that when magnesium burn in the presence of air, it will form the magnesium oxide. When we write that same statement in the systematic way, so it is called the chemical equation. Now this chemical equation is two types. One we can write in the word form, and second we can write same thing in the symbol form. This can be also written as Mg plus air, it will react with oxygen, that will form the magnesium oxide. So this is also called the chemical equation. This is the word form, this is the symbol form. Simply we can say that the systematic representation of the chemical change is called the chemical reaction. This chemical reaction will retain the notation form, that is called the chemical equation. There are two type of chemical equation: one word form chemical equation, one symbol form chemical equation. Now in any chemical reaction we will identify about the reactant and product. If any chemical equation is given, in this chemical equation, whatever the materials are taken before the reaction, that are called the reactant. Means in this reaction, magnesium and this oxygen is called the reactant. And the substance which is formed after the reaction, that is called product. Means here we can say that magnesium oxide is product. This is the product, and magnesium and oxygen both are the reactant. These are the reactant. In this way we can identify about the reactant and product. I hope that all of you understand about the reactant and product. Now we have to read about the different type of changes occurs during the chemical reaction. When the chemical reaction takes place, the different type of changes can be occurs in a reaction. Out of these force, change in the state, change in the color, evolution of the gas, change in the temperature, and so on. Out of these, either one or more than one type of changes can be occur in the chemical reaction. First of all, we are going to read about the change in the state. Change in the state. Change in state, we can read first one. When we will take a, suppose we are going to take a aqueous solution of the lead nitrate. Aqueous solution of lead nitrate. When it will react with the potassium iodide, so when it will react with the potassium iodide, it will form the potassium nitrate plus lead. In this we can say that when aqueous solutions of the lead nitrate react with the potassium iodide, so it will form the potassium nitrate and lead iodide. The potassium nitrate, this will form the solid. It will form the solid precipitate and it will form the yellow color aqueous solution. It is a white powder. It is a white solution. Sorry, it is a colorless. It is a colorless solution. Colorless. Here we can say that in this chemical reaction, state changes because here the potassium iodide means this aqueous solution will change the solid state, and some reactions changes in the color. In color will also change. Here we can say that when lead nitrate reacts with the KIE, it will form the potassium nitrate and lead iodide. But this lead nitrate is a colorless. When it will react, it will form a yellow solution, yellow color solution. In the chemical reaction, that color will also change. Now we have to about the evolution of the gas. In some reaction, that some type of gas is also evolved. For example, we can say that when metal reacts with acid, it will evolve the hydrogen gas. It will evolve the hydrogen gas. When you will take any reactive metal, when metal reacts with any acid, it will form the salt. And evolve the hydrogen gas. For example, suppose you will take the sodium, it will react the HCl, dilute HCl, it will form the NaCl plus evolve the hydrogen gas. In some reaction, gases are evolved. This is type of reaction with the hydrogen gas is evolved. Some more type of reaction we can see. Suppose we will take the calcium carbonate. When it will heated, it will form the calcium oxide plus CO2 will release from this reaction. Here CO2 gas is released. It is type of reaction with the gas is evolved. Now here one most important question there. What is the taste of hydrogen gas? And how we can identify that hydrogen gas evolved from any chemical reaction? So here we are going to read about the taste of the hydrogen gas. So what is the taste of hydrogen gas? Taste of hydrogen gas. The taste of, if we will take any type of reaction, if any gas is released, gas is evolved, and we have to identify this gas is the H2 hydrogen gas. So one taste is there for the hydrogen gas. If gas is evolved from any chemical reaction, at that place when we will bring a burning candle, एक जलती हुई कैंडल को ले जाएंगे पास में, a burning candle, that gas will start to burn with a pop sound. If that gas start to burn with a pop sound, then we understand that evolved gas is the hydrogen gas. Evolved gas is the hydrogen gas. Means it is simple taste of the hydrogen gas. Means gas is evolved from any chemical reaction. When we bring a burning candle react to the gas, that gas start to burn with a pop sound. If it start to burn with a pop sound, then we understood that gas is the hydrogen gas. Now we will read about the taste of the CO2. Taste of the CO2 gas. How we can identify the evolved gas is the CO2. Taste of a CO2. Taste of CO2. So in the taste of CO2, there are two type of two taste we can say. First one there, when that gas is evolved from any chemical reaction, we bring a burning candle, then that candle will put off, means वो बुझ जाएगी. Then we understood that evolved gas is the carbon dioxide. Other one we can understand the second type of the test which we can do in the laboratory. To test a gas is the carbon dioxide. First of all, we will take the lime water. We will take the lime water. Then after we will pass that gas. If that carbon dioxide gas pass through the lime water, that will form the calcium carbonate plus H2O will release. It will form the calcium carbonate. That when this lime water is the colorless, it is the colorless. But in this colorless solution, when CO2 gas is passed, it forms the calcium carbonate, which is like the milky color. Milky color. That means when CO2 gas is passed through the lime water, that color will change into the milky. Then we understood that passing gas is the carbon dioxide. This is the laboratory test of the carbon dioxide. This is the chemical reaction and chemical equation. Different type of changes also we have seen. Third one there, change in the temperature. Change in the temperature means during the chemical equation, chemical reaction, temperature can be also changed. Change in temperature. Change in temperature. On the basis of change temperature, there are two type of reaction. One is endothermic reaction and second one is the exothermic reaction. Look here. Suppose you will take the quicklime, CaO. When you will put in the water H2O, then it will form the calcium hydroxide and it will evolve a large amount of heat energy. When quicklime mix with water, it will form the calcium hydroxide and evolve heat energy. If it evolve heat energy, then the temperature of the solution will become heat, and that solution of calcium hydroxide become hot, and this is called the exothermic reaction. What is called the exothermic reaction? Exothermic reaction, because in this reaction heat is evolved. We can say that when you will take the calcium oxide, this is the temperature is very low, cold. H2O is also cold, but when that calcium oxide react with the water, it will form the calcium hydroxide and evolve the heat energy. Then at that time, when you will see that the temperature of the solution will be very high, it can burn your hand also when you will put your hand in the said solution. And in this reaction, heat is evolved, so it is called the exothermic reaction. Some reactions also there which is called the endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction means the reaction which needs heat to react. Which needs heat to react is called the endothermic reaction. For example, we can take the different type of the reaction in which the heat energy is required. For example, simply we can say that Mg plus O2. So when we will apply heat, then it will form the magnesium oxide. So we can say this is the type of the endothermic because heat is required to react. Means it will absorb the heat energy, so it is called the endothermic reaction. some reactions takes place in the presence of the sunlight. Those reaction which takes place in the presence of the sunlight, that is called your photoreaction. What is called a photoreaction? Means it is that reaction occurs only in the presence of the sunlight. Okay, thank you guys. Now next video after this we will get this next time.